and then questions.
I have to apologize, guys. I haven't seen stats the whole game, so I don't know. I got a little bit of stats here for numbers, but so it'll be a little bit hard for me to tell you. But I don't need a stat sheet to tell you what happened. First, I want to give credit to Miami. I knew coming in here we'd have a hard time defending them. I didn't think we'd have that hard a time. Charlie Moore started off making shots, very comfortable. We didn't make him uncomfortable. Made a couple tough shots, but he got them going. You know, Wong and McGusty are high-level guards in this league, or wings. And then Miller made some threes early. You know, they kind of let him get out, you know, get a good lead there in the first half. And we played from behind the entire game. I don't think I've ever coached a team that didn't get a kill in an entire game. And this team did not get a kill tonight. And so I don't need stats to know that. Obviously, it was our inability to guard the ball in a lot of different positions. We tried to be gapped up early in the game to strip and rip, and then they drove and kicked for three. And so we got a little more huggy in the second half, and they drove it to the basket. And so we just never could ever get them under control, tried to play a little bit of zone. It's not really what we do. I didn't like the way we played offense to start the game. I thought the ball stuck. I thought we took contested shots when the game plan was to go get the ball to the basket, get the ball inside, drive it to the basket. We didn't do that. Now, with that being said, in the first half, we only shot 8 threes, and we shot 33 shots and didn't get to the line. And then we didn't get to the line until the 6-minute mark, I think, or 7-minute mark of the game. We hadn't been to the line yet. And we didn't really shoot a lot of threes till the end. And so I'll have to go back and see why that is. You know, again, I have a little bit, I mean, obviously they're very comfortable. They shot 60-some%. They shot 27 free throws. We shot 8. They scored 19 from the line. We made 4. Can't win. Can't win that way. And so it's kind of the same story, but a little different way than when we played at Louisville. Again, no kills. And you're not going to win. I'll open it up for questions.
Steve, I guess just what do you consider the action steps from this? The no kills and the lack of defensive presence. Where do you go over the next couple of days to hopefully have some answers Tuesday night?
I think it'd be some pride. You know, they know what to do. It's not that they can't do it. It's how much pride do you have? How much toughness do you have to do it over and over and over? And not allowing maybe how you play offense dictate how you're going to play the game. You know, they know what we've seen them do it, but no, there was none of that tonight. And you know, we tried to. Hey, listen, we changed guarding the ball screen like 5 different ways. Okay, we flat hedged it, we hedged it, we tried to trap it, we switched it. I mean, we tried. I mean, we threw the kitchen sink in there, trying to just get something going to get a little feel, and then maybe. And what would happen is we'd get a stop, maybe 1, and then or 2, maybe, and then they just score or get fouled. And so we couldn't get any rhythm on how, you know, really to guard them.
You felt like in the first half at Louisville, your defense did find some of the consistency that we talked about in the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
It feels like it's gone wrong for 3 halves since then.
Well, I think obviously I think Miami's a lot better offensive team than Louisville. I mean, that's just from what I've seen. They're not really. They're different teams. Yeah, we gave up. You're right. We didn't have a good second half defensively. Gave up too many points against Louisville for a team. You're right, Connor. That can't score or not can't score. Struggles to score. That's the wrong thing to say. Then today, 0, no feel. I couldn't, you know, I never had a feel. I never felt good about it. Like we were gonna start clicking defensively and get some stops. They were just way too comfortable, and you know, that's something we'll have to go back and continue to. You know, like I tell the team this every day: either getting better or getting worse. That's what it's life. and so where are we going to go from here? It's really up to them, and I know where I'm going to go with it, but they've got to go out and do it.
Coach, was that
Firstly,
your
Steve,
message to the team after the game?
You say you didn't have any confidence that they were going to kind of find your rhythm defensively. You probably felt just the opposite offensively, right? You knew your team was going to score some points and give you a chance.
Yeah, I mean, we did. Davian missed a three, I think, to tie it. Who knows if he makes that? Maybe a little score pressure on. We never really put any score pressure on them where they felt, like they had to go down there and score. Yeah, I mean, I think we finally got going offensively, and I don't have any numbers in front of me, but I thought the reason why we got going is because we started to play the way we play, and that is move the ball and share the ball and not try to come down here and just do your own thing or heat check the thing. And so, I thought the ball stopped in certain people's hands a little bit tonight. And so we're going to have to get that corrected. But, I mean, what did we score? What was the score? I don't even know. What did we score? 80?
92-84.
Yeah, I think 84 is probably enough to win a basketball, but not when you give up 90.
Looks like you had 23 assists on 35 baskets.
It's pretty good offense, but when they're taking it out of the net every time, it doesn't really matter, and so that's not our identity. It's not. It's disappointing to me. It's one of the worst defensive performances I've probably been a part of, and I just never felt like it's like UNC Charlotte second half on steroids, and it was an empty feeling on the sideline.
Coach, is that what you kind of talked to your team about after the game, just getting better instead of getting worse defensively?
Yeah, and I think you guys asked me that going into ACC play, what do we need to do to get, to improve? And I said, we got to get better defensively. I saw it coming, and then how do you handle adversity? How do you handle this now? Will we come together? Will we get tougher? Will we look in the mirror, or will we play the blame game? That, this is part of life, right? This is what happens when you hit a little rough patch. Now, granted, we played 3 in a row on the road. I get it, but boo-hoo. That's just part of it's big boy basketball. And so how are we going to handle it? Are we going to listen, and we're going to be accountable to how mistakes individually that we make, or are we going to blame? And I don't see that. I don't feel that way about these guys, but you never know until adversity hits, and so now we're in it. We'll see. And but yeah, that's what I talked to them about maturity, staying together and then correcting the things they need to correct. And we'll try to help them the best we can. But guys, at some point you just got to guard the ball, right? I mean, that's what I told them. I mean, there's only so many things you can do, maybe I'm not going to play a lot of zone. It's just not who I am. And so they're going to have to learn.
Steve, I know it's unrealistic to expect him to score 70 every week, but is Alondas looked the same to you that he was back maybe 3 weeks ago?
Well, we're playing different competition, and I think he's still, I haven't seen the numbers. Probably didn't have a great night handling the ball, but he's also, I would imagine, he's the top of the scouting report, and so we go from a guy who a year ago wasn't on the scouting report probably, or at the bottom, to a guy who's at the top. So that's a different level of, urgency, maturity, just how you handle yourself when you have that kind of attention. Now, the thing that's positive for him is he's a good passer, so he's going to have to come off the ball a little bit more. And I thought he overhandled it a little bit tonight, but there was times he made some great passes too. And I think that's part of just going through this process of where he's become, again, a role player to a main guy. And so I think that's what we're seeing right now. And he's getting a lot of attention. He's going to continue to get it.
All right, guys. Anything else for Coach? All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, guys. We got Dallas Walton here. Questions for Dallas?
Hey, what's up, Dallas? Just what do you think accounted for the slow start, and what do you think happened kind of defensively? Coach mentioned a couple times to us that you guys didn't get a single kill tonight, and he seemed pretty distraught with the defensive effort.
I mean, they came out firing. I mean, much credit to Miami and their guards. I mean, they were making shots, and we just weren't really clicking as we should have early on defensively. And I think that was a common theme throughout the game was that, you know, we were able to score enough points to win the game, but we just couldn't play defensively consistently to win that game.
Else, do you have any finger on the pulse of why it was such a slow start? I think they were up like 21-8 and 27-15 at certain points.
Oh yeah, I mean it was just defensive errors. I mean I don't know if I mean I can't really speak if we just didn't come out and like respect the opponent enough, but I mean when they made shots, I mean it's just like, you know, we gotta dig deep and we gotta come together. And I think we did come together like halfway through the first half, and then we were fighting the whole way, but kind of we just needed to be more prepared and more amped about committing to playing defense early on, instead of kind of like worrying about our offensive game or something like that. But no, I think that was a big part. Just, you know, we just couldn't get stopped. We weren't guarding anybody.
Dallas, moving forward, how do you guys be more consistent on the defensive side of the ball?
Oh yeah, I mean it's something that we're gonna have to work on, and it's something that I mean we've been working on and building on since the beginning of the year. But we just gotta trust each other. I mean, you know, we gotta believe in our coaches and believe in the game plan and execute the game plan. I mean, execution was a big issue towards the end of the game as well, not only defensively but offensively as well. And it's just a matter of just making sure that when our coaches tell us something or when a guy gets beat, we have trust in whatever the game plan is, and we have trust that the guy's going to be there. And that's been the biggest thing for us, is that we just got to make sure we have trust together.
Dallas, you talk about trust, and it kind of brings me to this is a team was having a lot of fun, right? Winning some close games, starting off 11-1. Chemistry was just off the chart. How do you think you guys respond now that you've been, I guess, kind of punched in the mouth and are facing some adversity?
Oh yeah, I mean, I speak about trust defensively, but I mean, just offensively, the trust is still there. Our chemistry is still there. I still believe in all our starters, all our bench players. I still believe in all of them. I mean, whenever I get the ball up, I think they're all going to make the right play, and they're all trying to make the right play. It's just a matter of just some defensive errors, some things that we might have been able to get away with early on in our schedule that, you know, now that our competition is ramped up, we're not able to get away with kind of those small defensive errors. And that's a matter of just going back to practice and making sure that, you know, we have to pay attention to those details. I mean, when it comes to playing at basketball at this level, those little things matter. Whether it's like how hard you hedge on a ball screen or guarding the ball. I mean, shoot, one misstep, I mean, and the margin of error in college basketball, especially at this level, is very, very small. And so I think we just got to go back and go back to the drawing board and keep on working on it.
All right, guys. Anything else for Dallas?
Thanks, Dallas.
All right. Thanks, Dallas.